Good afternoon, everyone. Micah here with Ghost Armor, episode number 13. Calling this one Age is Just a Number. This one was inspired from a conversation I had with some friends, gentlemen that I've known for the last 20-30 years. I've met these guys in the late 80s and 90s, and we have all grown and chosen paths to pursue to get us to where we are today. But the heat of the discussion last week was on dreams and pursuing maybe outside opportunities of what we actually went and established ourselves in, and dropping that and pursuing what we actually think we should be doing, whether that be starting a craft beer business, actually pursuing a career being a professional soccer player, or going into the stock market and running that way, or into house flipping, whatever it is. And what we came to is that time is finite, and time has mercy on no one. So go after it and get after it. So I actually went and did some homework, looked into some entrepreneurs that had some pretty interesting stories, and I came up with a few of them. Martha Stewart, and you'll have your opinion on all these people, but they're just great stories, and they go to the fact of what I'm talking about. But Martha Stewart started her first catering business in her 30s, but she didn't sign a deal to jump her Martha Stewart living until she was 50. Vera Wang was a professional fashion journalist up until the age of 39, and it was after that, 39-40, where she began to design clothes professionally, and we know her as Vera Wang today. Colonel Sanders, Kentucky Fried Chicken, 40 years old, operating a service station to provide food for people traveling, and it wasn't until the age of 60 where he sold his first Kentucky Fried Chicken. And this one's a beauty. Ellen Latham, creator and founder of Orange Theory, at age 54, founded Orange Theory. 54, not 21. These people in their 50s, we get criticized and make fun of people because we're getting older, but it's where I'm seeing, when I'm looking at this, is that's when life really begins to happen. So if you're holding back for pursuing something because you're concerned about how old you are, I look at it as being how young you are, but because you're married or you have children or you set yourself up in this career, please don't do that, because you could be cutting yourself short on actually having the life and going after the goal and seeing what it is that you want actually coming to fruition. A few things I also looked into that hold ourselves back from going after that. One of the factors is the law of diminishing intent. So you may have very excited about going after something, you're fired up, but you continue to delay. And the law of diminishing intent is everything but that. It is saying that the longer that you wait to pursue something, the less likely it is going to happen. And that is the law of success. So if you have an idea in mind and it's just an idea, before it becomes nothing or someone runs away with your idea, run with it, make it happen, put it on paper, write it down, and go after it. The other thing is too, and this one speaks to the vast majority of people who may not have an idea yet, but are even afraid to make that little jump, is that we're way too concerned about what people think. Highly influenced by the concern of our neighbor Karen, or our cousin Joe, our mom, wife, or dad. Hopefully you have a spouse who's a dream builder like you, but most likely maybe not. And the last thing we want to do is take our dreams and pursuits and die with them, because you don't know when your time is up. So why are we waiting? Law of diminishing intent, caring what people think. Jeff Olson, author of The Slight Edge, great book. I recommended it and brought it up in my last vlog on books. Said he read an article in a magazine, and the magazine stated less than 10 people who attend your funeral when your time on earth is done will cry. And the number one factor that will determine if people show up to your funeral is the weather. Think about that again. Less than 10 people will cry at your funeral, and the number one factor that will determine if all the people you've met through your entire life, if they're going to show up to your funeral or not, is if it's going to rain or not. Something to think about. And we're concerned and we care about what these people will think. You don't want that. And that, when I read that, really made me turn my head, really made me broaden my perspective. And I think we all need to pay attention to that. I mean, are we not going after something that we should because we're concerned about what someone will think, their opinion? Guys, we're better than that. We're bigger than that. Let's get after it, pursue the dream, get after there, put it on paper, and give it a go. But don't settle. Time has mercy on no one. None of us know when our time is up. Go after what you think you should be going after. So anyways, I think that is a good way to end. I hope that helps. Appreciate you guys for listening. Thanks for following. Share this with others. Subscribe on my YouTube page. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Ghost Armor is out. We'll see you on episode number 14. Bye-bye.